Doesn't have a stream schedule today. Maybe she canceled it. I thought, okay, I
No,
will.
I was fixing it. There's a weird. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I heard myself and it was super weird. No, but there's a weird issue with Twitch scheduling where if you schedule a stream such that its time overlaps with another stream,
Mm-hmm.
it will just delete the other stream, or it won't let you schedule the first one, which is kind of odd, but working on it. Okay, so things for today are I noticed that when I went into Live2D, let me see. I already have it booted up. You can see how there's like a lot of like let's move this. You can see how there's like a lot of this transparency that's kind of along these edges.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really clear why that is. So I was looking at the actual art over here and I went and turned off everything around the main image and the face so I could just look at the eye. And I noticed that I hadn't cut my left eye edge out properly. So I went and did that after stream, so now my white, like the top still needs a bit of fixing, but I think it's fine for now because I'm trying not to change too much. So I want to see if I merged that with my, like, I need to make this, like, see how this is the trim around the bottom of my eye now?
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if I should merge that with, oh, let me start the music track with it. I'm wondering if I should merge that with the skin of my face or if I should merge it with, what do you call it? Something else. There's also like, you can kind of tell there's like a kind of a weird overlap here where like the inpainting doesn't really look that good. So I figured I would go ahead and fix those two issues and then go into mouth rigging because mouth rigging is absolutely ridiculously hard. Um, and I was given a piece of advice that I 100% agree with, which was don't try to figure that out on your own. Go find a guide and follow the guide because it is very difficult to get it right. And people who have worked quite hard on figuring it out and are willing to share that knowledge. So, but before I do that, I just need to finish cleaning up a couple of like random particles that are just kind of floating out in the ether here. And then after that, as I said, mouth rigging. It terrifies me, especially because there are so many different levels. And that was one thing I wasn't expecting, is that there are so many levels of different people for like eye rigging. And I also noticed that there are a couple of like edge blemishes when it comes to like the corners of my eyes. So I wanted to like go over and paint those back over. Nice and easy. Make it look nice. Okay. this trim can actually probably just get merged back with the rest of my face for now. Yeah, this looks like it should be part of the face. Okay. So this white eye trim can come back down here. Let's merge these two. There we go. There, that looks a lot cleaner now. So, with that done, the other thing I wanted to do was turn on the face again. Yes, I tried a different feel. I don't know if it works or not, but so something is odd now. Let's undo that merge. Okay, so there we go. I didn't think I was gonna have lyrics. So I'm a little unnerved by that, but we'll see. Oh, I realized I was streaming the wrong thing. Yeah, I've been like cleaning her eye up. And like you can see how there's this kind of extra paint there. I'm trying to figure out exactly what that is so I can fix it. So if I turn off her eyes, you can see that a lot of this is the in-painting behind her head, I believe. So this looks like it's probably the upper head. That's what I thought. It is upper head. So there. You can kind of see where like I wasn't as good and I kind of rushed painting over this. So there's like a lot of these gaps, and that gap here, if we zoom in on it, you can kind of see all of this white through here. This was showing up in my Live2D. You can see like how it's messed up right through there in the same area. So yeah, you're a fancy star. I need to make the images for all of the different months of subscribers. I just haven't had time lately because I've been working. I've been studying for stream and trying to like get everything working. So if I turn off upper head, so see how upper head doesn't really, if we turn off everything else, well, I don't need to turn off bottom mouth stuff. I'm gonna turn off her hair, turn off the main image. You can kind of see upper head is really just like the eye in painting, as well as a couple like minor things. And I kind of sped through the inpainting at that time just to like have something there. So what I want to do now is I want to turn my head back on. I want to merge the upper head into my head layer. Turn all the other nice things back on. Okay, and now with that done, I want to fix all of these issues that I've noticed by painting my eyes. And this is what happens when you like use wider brush strokes. And that was why I was like, I really like having smaller brush strokes to kind of avoid this sort of mapping doesn't work properly. Little by little. And I think especially like with the other stuff turned off, you can kind of see like where I really messed up. I am slightly winning. I figured out what the issue was last time. So my goal is about... Also, Yukik says hello, Tapti.
Hello.
Also, I will give out... Like, I need to give you a bunch of Foxwords, Archalumen. I just haven't had time to, like, organize my notes. You should see my desk right now. It's actually kind of ridiculous. Hi, Igni! Thank you for coming! Thank you so much for lurking. It's good to see you here. And I said I need to give you a bunch of fox orbs because you paid a lot of bits. And I recently introduced a new mechanism that allows you to accrue them, and they'll be used for future giveaways. They're like raffle points that you get for watching. Being a sub gives you more of them. Gifting subs gives you more of them. They're like channel points, but specifically for giveaways and like higher end stuff. So yeah. Hello, Bard. How are you? Also, I usually do like a lot of lo-fi during these. Do you think the music change is different? It's different. I would like try like different types of lo-fi or music each time. I don't know if you... This feels kind of weird, but I want to know how do you feel about it? And I'm well. Thank you very much for asking. Like, I don't like how abrupt this is. Let's patch up over here first. Oh, okay. So it doesn't really matter to you? I need to make sure I'm drawing on the wrong thing. Right thing. Oh, I see. So, yeah. Do you like the lo-fi that I usually play more? This is just for generally anyone who's here, who does actually look at it.
It's not too distracting, so I'm working on the side right now. But it's up to everyone else as well. As long as it's like, you know, relatively slow paced, or if it's too chaotic, I think it would be more distracting.
Okay. I can go back to the other music, because I have like a bunch of them pulled up. It's just a matter. Alright, lo-fi it is! Let me go back and get one of the nicer ones. I've been feeling the same way. There's a bunch of them on YouTube. Wait, am I actually losing something? That's an important thing to double check. Let me turn her eyes back on. No, because the full part of her eyes is its own layer. I do need to be careful about that bottom curve, though. But it's interesting in that bottom curve probably should actually be part of her eye edge. So, yes, I can go back to that too. I will do that next stream then. Thanks for your input. Okay. Let's see. Thankfully, this is pretty obvious where this little bit needs to be incorporated. I also don't think like most people like see this part because the eye is always on top of it. But I do just want to like, let's just grab this one part, I guess. Yeah. Like, if I clean it up now, it'll be fine. I won't have to worry about it later, basically. But a more important thing that I need to make sure that I do for this one is just patch like the white spots that I showed you earlier. I don't think I really need to do too much extra beyond that right now. Yeah, so now if I take this eye edge extra, move this up, put it in my eye folder, and then this is technically the LI edge extra. Go to LI edge. Let's turn just both of these two on. Yeah, I think these two belong together. Let's merge you. There. Yeah, I think those two belong together. Now the other question is, like, you see how the rest of that curves around the bottom of her eye? Do you think that those belong together? Or do you think that that can remain mostly static? Alternatively, could be its own layer. Like that whole section. Okay. Let's go back to the head. It will make... I will have to go back and re-rig the extra part of her eye to do that. So this is actively making more work for myself on rigging her eyes. That wasn't a good stroke. Like, the thing that I'm worried more about when I'm doing stuff like this is the whole, like, getting down the rabbit hole of focusing too much on something that doesn't need fixing for version 1. That should be fixed for version 2, don't get me wrong, but... Like, example, I'm doing this instead of, like, eye rigging. I mean, I'm doing this even though, like, I'm mostly done with her eye rigging, and all I really needed to do was... fix the painting, which I already did. But I don't know, I feel like if I don't do these at the time, I'll forget. And then once that happens, it's GG. Like, it's not getting fixed until I notice it later in rigging. But then it begs the question, like, will I notice it in rigging? Because if not, I don't think anyone else would notice it. Because I've stared at Aki so much that I kind of know what to look for in terms of gaps and stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, you know how they say, like, every... I don't remember where I heard this, and I don't even remember if it's true or not, but I think there was something like, things you see leave microscopic, like, scratches in, like, the inside of your eye or something. I don't remember exactly. It's just like, I wonder if, like, someone would be able to reconstruct Aki. Yeah, I don't even remember where I heard that from. I don't think it's true either, but because it's like, how would that, the physics of that work? Okay. So I'm gonna cut and put this in its own layer. This is true though. And if I take this out, cool. I can move this up to I folder. And then for her head, let's just finish patching in the little color spots, like that were causing the white areas. Oh, right, deselect. I love how I'm getting better at noticing if that's like the issue. But you can kind of see like how inside of her eye, like the color shift is like very dramatic. I don't like that. Hey, what happened? Oh, I just changed this thing. 100% normal, I think, is just, it's not a blend, it's not a multiply, it's not a thingy, because, like, if you look at my Foxfires, like, you can see it's not fully opaque, and there are glow dodges, overlays that aren't actual part of the thing, for, like, special effects. I'll show you in a sec once I'm done with this, painting this area. That last stroke was bad. Okay, So then if we go up here and look at bottom curve. Okay. I actually want to paint the pink like along the edge of this, I think. Okay. I think this is good enough for now. And we should have been working this whole time on the head. Good. Okay. Okay. So, staring at this more carefully. There is still a little hole here. Let's patch this. And then for this part, I need to invert what is visible. Okay. Okay. We should be good now. Well, I just want to fix like right up here. Very brief fix. There. Okay. So, I have a guide that someone has posted. Their mouth movements are absolutely amazing for their Live2D. So I wanted to copy as much as I could about them. This unfortunately means that mouth rigging is going to be an absolute nightmare for me. You remember how bad it was with my eyes already, right? And that was... Originally it was going to be 12 different states, but I think I ended up being able to reduce it to 9, but it was just a lot because I had to do each sparkle individually. So, there are technically less parts for the mouth. However, the guide that I'm using recommends not 12, not 16, not 24, but 36 states. So, this will be pain tackle. Let's save this. Yes, it is very scary. Alright, let's switch over to Live2D. Let's open my new file. I'm wondering if it will have issues because the file name is different. Oh, okay. I can do this. Let's replace. So the interesting thing is that a lot of... Did this have my updates? It did not. Okay. Yes, that is correct. I will... It is... I'm not sure if I can show you. Like, just directly because it's not my material, but... we shall see. The important thing is... Oh, I also, like, messed this up. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and close everything without saving. And we're gonna reopen my model. Because I moved some stuff to like inspect her eyes. And now we're going to open... What I'm gonna do is save the original PSD. Somewhere else. And then I'll overwrite it. Because like I said, I mentioned I like to keep backups just in case something I did was stupid. So this is start April. Let's copy this into backups folder. Okay. So now we can do save as. And then overwrite the starting April. Yeah, the one I was looking at, she has posts on Twitter. I don't have like a Twitter, so I didn't follow, but like if I did, I would certainly have done so. Her name is Kozichu. Kozichu. Okay. So with that, let's go ahead. Yes, well, 2 eyes. So, Kozichu. Yeah, like this. Her mouth charts are quite popular. So, I'm gonna see if I can make use of that. Oh no, please don't do that. Okay. Okay, so now replace. Okay, so the annoying thing is that it doesn't look like it recognizes some of the things. Let's see. Looks like I'm gonna have to manually solve a lot of these. So I didn't change this, so I will delete that. Delete this, delete this. The big thing that changed is that I added more components in her mouth that weren't there before, like in her face. So I need to take these two, merge them in here. Okay. And then I can delete this folder. Her hair, I added shadows. So I need to move both of these down. That's the idea, that you'll just be chilled out and having a nice time. I'll move the Twitch chat just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Like, I'm pulling out all of the elements that I changed. Like, it recognizes that there are some things that I changed here that haven't been appropriately updated. So I have to, like, go put them in. If I close her eyes now. See how now that, if I hide the mesh, you can see how now there are no issues with, like, white stuff showing through her eyes. So I did successfully fix the problem. They walk. What is that area? The fish, they walk, they live. Alright. Let's see. That merged successfully. And then for her flower ornament, originally the entire ornament was just one piece. So it's now 2 pieces. Hello, Tiramisu. Good to see you. And you can notice that her nose is gone. That is just a layering issue. Like, I added her nose, so I just need to move it up. So both of you get to move up here. And then both of you move up here. There we go. Yes, I also cut her nose and nose highlight out for additional shinies. So I can wiggle my nose or things like that. Okay, so let me also, I made her eyes like widen, so like if I like made them roll last time. I don't know if you were there for this, but if I get shocked, my eyes will widen. I made sure to like replicate everything so they actually look like they roll now. Same thing if they're partially closed, like you can kind of see, like I can look down a little bit. Now you see how this like part right here is now like on top? Because I made that separately. Where the... Let's go back to standard 1, standard 1. And that's the eye bottom curve, as you can see. Since her eye in 0.5, there. This is the half closed key spate, and now see how this eye bottom curve, it doesn't have a mesh on it, so I will auto mesh it with, well, actually the standard meshing for it is absolutely garbage, so I will just remesh this myself. It doesn't need that much meshing, thankfully. It's just like this. That's off. Let's redo that. And then I just need to add another one, like, right up the... Oh, this is already too high off. I need to get in closer. By the way, just heads up, there is no reason I would need to be this detailed for a piece this small that isn't going to be deforming very much. But I will feel more comfy. Actually, I can probably remove the stair stag pattern. I can just do like this and rig it more easily. Cool, mesh is closed. There we go. And then auto connect. Cool. So now I just need to move you down here. Hide the block. That looks a bit better. Though this part that comes up into her eye needs to fold down a little bit. Hide that. That looks better. I can probably also like... Oh, that's actually part of her eye. That's an issue. Okay. Cool. So, wait. Shift Control C. Now let's go to all of the different positions and Shift Control V. Okay. Let's go over here. Let's try to move this little lock back in here. Control C. Up here, Control V. That is not what I wanted to do. Okay. We'll get over to mouth rigging as soon as I finish this one thing. I noticed that her, like, eye white is acting a little weird here. Shift Control C. Control V. There we go. Okay. So you see how, like, the very corners of her eye white doesn't quite, like, reach the edge? Like, you can see there's a little bit of skin there. That's what I'm fixing. There we go. Gotta get it just right. Cool. There. Now, if we go back here, mess with her iris. Okay, cool. Now I just need to mess with the eye bottom curve for this part. Maybe if I hide it. Oh, I did a dirt. Guess what? I forgot to put keyframes on it again. You know what's hilarious? I have sticky notes all over my monitor that are like, #1 thing you need to do. Don't forget to put keyframes in places. I mean, on the bright side, the only thing I forgot to put keyframes on was just this one little piece, which is totally fine. Like, it's not actually that bad that I forgot. It's mainly that it just needs to be in different places based on IL open smile. So I need, let's see, we need a 0, we need a 0.5, we need a 1, and a 1.5. Okay, this. So yeah, when her eye is closed, this little part can, I guess it can just slide right up here. think that looks okay. And then it's fine right here. And then for 1.0, I want to move it up just a bit. And maybe just a little bit here. Okay. And then for LI edge, probably actually want to curve this upwards a little bit. Yes. Yep. I keep. Okay. And like you see how like her eye here has like curved up, so I'm actually gonna want this piece to like rotate a little bit, but then this piece to like pull up. What time is it? It's about 7, right?
7 o'clock.
Okay. Then that actually works out perfectly because my objective was to spend half of the stream like fixing the issues that I noticed. And then the rest of it would be actually doing new stuff. So as long as I finish this in like the next couple minutes, we should be on a track. Okay, I think that looks okay. I feel like I'm gonna look at her eye white real quick. Object at cursor, LI white. I want to make it a little bit wider. And then I'll just pull up these two corner areas right here. Just enough for it not to be seen. And that should make it, when I open my eye, it should look a little smoother. There we go! Okay, perfect. Happy. Okay, good. Good. Okay. So, next is mouth rigging. I've been terrified of this, but it must be done. Also, I think for the most part, is there any, before I move on from my eyes, like I think I'm done rigging my eyes for version 1. I haven't rigged my eyebrows yet, but I think like that will be different. Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Okie dokie. Okay. Have a safe trip home. Okay, so yeah, there is a little bit of a problem where... Wait, L eyelid doesn't need to exist, I don't think. Correct. This does not need to exist. Yes, that actually fixes things. Nice. Okay. Okay. So with all of that done, I would say the only other thing I might want to do is play with her eyebrows a little bit. But that can be done independently of her actual eyes. Okay. So what I think I can do now is do my whole L... I can do the thing. I can do the super special thing. And actually save it. So the reason her other eye isn't moving whenever I'm doing all of these adjustments on stream is because I've set it up so that what I can do is take a snapshot. Like what you can do is take a snapshot. Yep, and now I have the snapshot visible. So then I take this entire deformer and all associated objects, copy, and then paste. Move the copy over, and then reflect horizontally, reflecting all parameters that relate to X. Then we move this. Oh, no. Undo. Let's do level 3. I just want to move you right now. And then I just need to sync it up as closely as possible with the eye that already exists there. The one difference is that like her brow is very different on this side. So like by doing this I can figure out I can keep her eye like this. I think, let me hide all of this stuff. Yeah, I think I can leave her eyes like this, but I'm not gonna wanna, I'm gonna wanna get rid of her left eyebrow. And this would be delete this deformer. Wait, no. So if I do this right, this is delete everything in here except for her. Right. I need her right eyebrow to move down. Then collapse this. Delete this entire thing. And then this is now right eye. And then everything in here needs to be renamed from left to right. All of the IDs need to change too, but I don't technically need to actually do that. I just want to rename all of the... Okay, and then I want to delete her left eyebrow, this duplicate of it, so that I keep her original right eyebrow. Yes. Well, this bit we can do off stream, but so I won't spend that much more on this. But it bothers me. And it can be very confusing if I need to revisit anything, so I kind of want to just make sure I fix it while I'm thinking about it. It kind of makes me sad that like I wasted so much time like cutting out her eyes individually. But it's okay, I guess. Wait. Wait, something is weird. Okay. Oh, I see what happened. That didn't happen last time. I wonder why that happened. Okay. Aki is staring at you. Okay. Enough being creepy for a little bit. Alright, so let's actually start on mouth rigging. So what we're going to want to do is zoom in, move down. And I would say for her left eye. Yeah, everything in the original right eye. Now, all of this needs to get deleted. Now, all of this gets moved up here. And then finally, all of this gets moved into this folder. And then we turn it on. Okay. Okay, so with that having been rectified, let's close the eye deformers. And let's close the eye folder and close the brow folder. Let's make a mouth folder. Parameters we need are smile, mouth form, and mouth open. But for now, smile is used across a couple of different things, so we will worry about that in a bit. The main things we need are mouth form and mouth open. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab all of these parts and then create a new warp deformer. So that will allow us to group these components. Cool. Okay, so next, it's for each of these things, let's go through and mesh them. Upper lip skin, let's do mesh. Meshy mesh. That probably needs to be a lot bigger than it actually is. Hmm. It's also not symmetrical. I think I did a bad job painting that. I think it'll be okay. Well, it probably won't be okay. Let's go look over here. And let's turn everything. Well, we need this again. But let's also turn disembodied head. Floating Aki head. She has achieved Kitsune Dullahan status. She can survive with her head, just her head. Amazing. Alright, so let's do this. Let's turn her nose and nose highlight off. Okay, so then upper lip skin. Oh, tablet channel. Back on with you. I thought we were done, but we're not quite. I think our lower lip is probably okay, but I also want to I don't need the ruler, but I do want to put on a grid. Okay. Okay. Where's her nose? I know where to cut that off at. Okay. Let's decrease that a little bit. Okay. So this should be... no. Okay. And then bottom is probably fine as well. I kind of don't like this little spike at the edge. same thing on the other side. Let's clean this up just a little bit. Okay. Okay. That might be okay. I won't know more until I actually start rigging. But for now, let's go ahead and just open, import PSD again. Okay, replace this one. In this case, I don't think that it should have any issues merging the two automatically. Perfect! It had absolutely no issues because all I did was change one layer without changing its name. Perfect! Okay, cool. So, first things first, we put warp deformers on everything. So now we need to put meshes on everything. Let's also do mirror edit. That is truly unfortunate. Aki is not centered. Or at least her upper skin is not centered. Yeah, she's slightly off center for the canvas. Oof. That's painful. The reason this is painful is that you generally want your model to be as symmetrical as possible, at least around the mouth area, so that you can rig it perfectly. Symmetrically by using mirror edit, because like you see how now if I put a dot, it'll appear on the other side, like exactly in the right place. I can't necessarily use that because, as you can see, it's clearly offside. Well, let's go ahead and just mesh this part. The part that's like near the lips, we want to make sure that we mesh really carefully. Hopefully this doesn't end up looking weird because of the asymmetry. I thought she was centered the whole time. And then once you get farther away, you can kind of get much more generic with it. And then I just want to add points. Let's add one here, add one here, 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 and here. Okay, and auto connect. Cool. We can say yes to this. And I want to turn on upper and lower lips again. Wait, why can't I see her tooth? I was just showing this yesterday. Did I change anything? Usually you can see her tooth through this. Is it just precedence? weird, but I guess we'll be fine once we actually start reading it. Okay, so now I need to do her upper lip custom ring. Oh. Can I center you on that? No, I can't. Pain. I wish I could drag the mirror line at least. Okay. Well, let's... This is gonna be really hard because I need this to be kind of symmetrical. Okay. Let's put... So here's a pro tip from... Well, my mouth also isn't perfectly symmetrical, so... If you can, make sure that when you draw or request your mouth drawn, that it is symmetrical with respect to your canvas if possible. Mine is not, and so I must suffer. I'm trying to like line them up with the bottom ones at least. This is another place where like mirror edit helps a lot. My mouth is also asymmetrical because it's like resting cat mouth, so. Alright. And then we need one in the middle of every dot on either side. Okay. Let's do auto connect between everything. Oh, the mesh is open? Where is the opening? Does anyone see an opening? I don't see an opening. Like, usually it gives you a warning that the mesh is open. Like, when you open it. Or do something that renders it open. I don't see it, though. I wonder on the outside. Oh, is it right here? It was right there. Okay. No? Okay, so anywhere where there are two dots that are super close together is a high candidate for what I'm looking for. I am blind, I'm not seeing it. Where is the break? Does anyone else see a break? Unless maybe it just doesn't like that long line through the middle. Let's get rid of all of these and then... Oh, no, stop. Desist. I'll take away the lines in the middle. That might make this easier. Because I might just not like... The way I did that might have messed something up. I am legitimately unsure. That's unfortunate. Okay, so it still says that the mesh is open even now. This is such a weird issue to have. Wait. Okay, no, that wasn't it. That's just something else. Seriously, am I blind? There has to be somewhere that's not connected, and I, for the life of me, cannot find it. Can we just do this? This part looked a little weird. Seriously, how is the mesh not open? Not closed. I feel like at this point it might be faster just to like redo the entire mesh. There are a couple of spots that look a little weird when I zoom out that like might be candidates for openness, but okay, there. So yeah, that's clearly not going to be enough. Alright, I'll just redo this. Okay. This makes me sad. I wish it would at least like highlight if your mesh is open, like where it thinks that your openness is. You know exactly how I feel. Aki sad. You can say that again. It could have gone a lot better. It was still like partially productive, but I had definitely hoped to be farther along by now. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much for the head pats. They usually don't show up during this stream, but I will enable them just for you. Hello. Thank you for the head pats. They help a lot. Thank you for the head pats. Sometimes I feel sad when I'm not doing the bestest work. Yes, you get big, Aki, today. Thank you for the head pats. So right now, I also think it's hilarious that I forgot to put the Twitch chat back on the right, and I've been kind of like covering a lot of the work zone. So you see I'm doing everything in like one strict line right now, right? I'm trying not to do anything super fancy this time, just to make sure that I get a closed mesh that I can actually use to work with. I asked Yabi to do a like higher quality slash smoother one with like the flower that I have, so we'll see. Congratulations on finishing your work. I'm glad for you. How was your day? That's all I can ask for, is that, especially streams like this, is that as long as it helps you relax and unwind after a long day. Okay, so at this point, the mesh should be considered closed. There. The mesh is closed. See all the blue lines that showed up? I don't exactly know what happened the first time. But as long as blue lines are showing up, it means that you have a closed mesh. So we can start editing a little bit more detailed now. I'll show you a useful technique I've learned as well. I don't like a lot of the like super big triangles. On the bright side, since I'm using a bit of a trick to save time in that my top and bottom lips are very similar. In my case, they're exactly the same. I can actually copy the mesh from here and paste it onto the lower lip so I don't have to redo this part, which is nice. Let's add another triangle right here. Like, rigging helps, like, it will help your deformations and stuff if your triangles are nice. Preferably kind of regular, smaller triangles work a bit better. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. You made regrets? Did you get anything good, Tristella? Oh no, I'm sorry. I know the pain of not getting what you want from Gotcha. I think only once in like the past 7 Gotcha have I ever gotten the thing that I actually was Gotchaing for. I heard a lot of people got their, like, who pulled on the first day got a lot of what they wanted, like, very quickly. I have no doubt about the truth of this, but the statement, I have heard that people who pulled on the first day were able to get multiple copies of their desired wings. I was not able to pull the first couple of days, unfortunately, due to schedule constraints. I may be going way too hard on the detail here. I'm not sure I need all of this. But like worst case, you can always re-rig it. Best case is it's stuff I don't necessarily need but doesn't hurt to have. The worst case is when you make stuff that took a lot of effort to make and then you don't end up using it like at all. Which was me with my left eye and right eye. I spent an entire day cutting out each eye. If I'd known I was just gonna copy one eye onto the other eye, I could have skipped that entire process. So, another thing that I recommend you do for gacha, I don't know how you feel about it, is unless the thing you're after is astronomical, like calculate the average number of pulls you would need to get your item, and then calculate the amount that you can make if you instead use that in X to pull either reforging tools or enchant expiration potions or some other very popular NX item that you could sell for gold. And say, based on the expected number of pulls, if I were to instead just buy materials and sell them instead of pulling the gacha, would I make enough gold to buy the thing before I run out of expected pulls? If the answer is yes, I highly recommend that you do that instead. Some people do just love the thrill of pulling gacha. Look at this monstrosity of a mouth rig. Look at this absolute monstrosity. I think this might be over-rigged. Not might be, I'm pretty sure this is over-rigged. Like if I'm gonna wanna like tweak this one little part, like tweak this up a bit, I'm gonna have problems. We will... Too many, let's put it that way. Too many. Okay, so let's go back into editing it. Lasso. Control C. Lower lip. Get out of here.
And remember,
oh God.
Hydrate or die.
You scared the daylights out of me with... You scared the daylights out of me with that. Oh, that was terrifying. Ara, stretcho shinakia wa? Hai, wakarimashita. Stretcho shimasu. Ah! Oh my goodness. My legs were about to lock up too, so you called it at a good time. Thank you, Enter. Thank you, Ale. I shall be back in about 5 seconds. I need to... 10 seconds. I will quickly grab a water. Oh boy. I am
Hello.
squishy. Hello. I have squished into place.
Yellow, yellow.
Squishy, squishy.
Good boy. Okay. So, now we go to lower lip, which hasn't been rigged at all. And I'm gonna do the exact same thing. And copy paste the monstrosity that I came up with. Like, I definitely feel like this is too many rig points. Like, a lot of these probably aren't even gonna do anything. And if I brush edit, I only need like 10 picks. 10 pixel brush. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, we've done that. Now we need to do lower lip skin. This, we want the part that like directly gets near the mouth to be pretty highly rigged and manipulable. And then the rest of it is just like, don't really mind all that much. auto connect. Let's add a couple points through the middle just to break up those super huge triangles. Cool. All done. Okay, so an important thing that I learned is your upper teeth don't move. Everything else does. Okay, so we made the upper lip skin, the upper lip. Lipstick doesn't really need rigging. Do I need to like move this? Why isn't it showing up though? It's definitely visible. Okay. Anyway, so interesting thing is that you can go up here and do different edit levels, and then you can edit the entire thing. So I can do like, this is like edit the whole thing. So I'm just gonna do like one. Let's do layer 3. Just gonna put one in the middle and then lower this down. And then if we go down to edit level 2, that disappears. So now at edit level 2, we do the same thing, but we put extras in the middle. And then if I really want to, I can go down to edit level 3 and be like, let's actually make the most complicated thing ever. Oh wait, I'm doing it on the wrong lip, whatever. And then here, and then here, and then this needs to be like this. And then one goes over here, and then one goes here. Move this over. Move this down. Move this over a little bit. Move this up a little bit. There. Okay. Huh? Oh, I did a derp. So let's hide this for a sec. Actually, I do want to copy I'm gonna copy this path deformer.
Hey, Aki.
Uh-huh.
I got transparent transitions to work.
Ooh, congrats! Yay, that's great!
If you want, I can show you like a quick demo.
Please post it in my DMs. I am excited to look at it.
All right.
I will confirm it off stream though. Mainly because I only have 30 minutes left. And I am already struggling. Interesting, it won't let me. Interesting, it won't let me do that. Okay. Let's just hide everything else. Okay, so I just need my upper lip at this point. I'm wondering why it's like trying to grab my tails. Maybe it just doesn't let me. Interesting, I guess it just doesn't let me do that at layer. Fine, I'll just make my layer 2 one a little more detailed. Okay. Good. Oh, it's an MKV. I can't load it in Discord. I will
Correct.
download it and open it.
Yeah, so I just have to increase the brightness of the flowers and
Oh, that's cool.
fix a couple of things. But
That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
should be pretty good.
Nice. Thank you. That's super cool. It looks good. I wonder what it'll look like. Okay. So, now that this is done, we have the hardest parts done. So now, solo. Let's go. We need to create keyforms for mouth form. The first thing we are going to do is reference the guide and open. Hold on, let me pull my guide up. I just had it. Okay. So, first thing we do is pull up the guide. Mine has, like I said, 36 references, so this will be Paint Pecco. And the upper teeth never move, so that's fun. But I need to start with the mouth form. We'll make 2 keyforms for that. And then mouth open gets 3 keyforms. Oh, okay. Wait, why are they— oh, it's being weird because they're linked. Let's delete the keyforms here first though. So they said first do mouth open, mouth form 0. Also, x-axis is mouth form, y-axis is mouth open. Okay. Just as a brief aside, I will show you the image that I am using. It has Kosechu's information on it, so I would assume that just showing it is not considered plagiarism if I am clearly telling you that this is Kosechu's. It's just what I'm using. I just want to actually allow people to see what I'm talking about, which I think would be a little bit more interesting. So I'm pulling it up. Just give me a sec. Okay, so this is the reference chart that I'm using. As mentioned, this is Kosechu's.
I don't know if it's showing up yet. Oh, wait, never mind. Sorry, I didn't have the stream playing.
Yes. And so as you can see, there's quite a lot in there. And the x-axis here is your mouth form, and the y-axis is your mouth open. I was told that I should start with mouth open 0, and mouth form 0 and mouth open 1. So given that the x-axis ranges from -1 to 0 to 1.2. Wait, I was told to do mouth open 0, mouth form 1, I think. Oh no, I'm getting confused. I'm like staring at my sticky notes. Oh, duh. I literally have a sticky note that says what to start with. Okay, it says start with mouth open 1.0, mouth form 0. So the y-axis is the mouth openness and the x-axis is the mouth form. So mouth form ranges from -1 to 1.2. So I am going to manually edit the key forms here. This should start at 0.0. And then I'm going to give it a max of 1.2. No. Okay. And then I also need to go over here. Oh, you can't see because I need to turn the guide off. Go over here, adjust. Original values are fine, but I need to actually change the parameter itself. The maximum for this parameter is 1.2. Cool. So mouth form is 0. And then mouth open, we also need to put in keyframes. I will put in 2 for now. I'm going to do mouth open 1. Also the max for this parameter. Let's go ahead and just edit the parameter first. This goes from 0 to 1.2. And the advice was start with mouth open 1.0 and mouth form 0 because that's like your generic, your mouth is open, you're kind of like talking normally pose. So if you start from there, go away. I was told to like hide everything except the lips as well. So let's turn on upper and lower. Can keep my lower a little bit lower. And then upper and go okay. Okay, so that's kind of weird that my lower lip isn't showing up at all, even though it's visible. Okay. As you can see, I kind of messed up with like having this here. So for my 1.0, and so mouth form is 0. And then mouth open is 1.0. This is like the open your mouth. So this would be kind of like curved up. And then this one. Okay, let's undo that real quick. So I want to take the mesh of this, copy the whole thing. And paste it onto the lower lip. And hit yes. Oh, it doesn't save the path deformer. That's really unfortunate. Okay. Well, they are the same thing, so theoretically what I can do is just delete my lower lip and just copy. Paste. And then this is now. Lower. Absolutely nothing was lost. Cool. Alright, so. And that also benefited me by giving me the keyframes on my lower lip too. Okay, cool. So we can do a general. I want to move this over a little bit. There we go. Okay. Let's undo a couple of changes real quick. Good. Okay, cool. So let's start with moving this open. And then moving this down. What I don't get is why it's not showing me both lips at the same time. That seems odd. Did I clip something? No. This is so weird. Like, I'm not in solo mode either. Just... So, Aesoth, do you know what I did wrong? I'm not really sure why this is happening. Do you happen to know? Is it just precedence? Yeah, it is just precedence. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Understood. In that case, let's move just this subfolder out. And the fact that you can't see inside is fine as well. I think this is kind of cute for like a default. This would need to get clipped. Let's try this. Okay, that wasn't the right way to do it, basically. Oh, I get it. And this is an no? Okay. I'll have to move that up. But why is everything like off-centered? That is so weird. Unless I like really moved that far off-center. Congrats on link 3. This feels like it's too small. What if I move these both down a bit? Okay. We'll worry about that later then. I kind of get a feel for like what works best. Nah, the way that it's off center now is no good. Okay, so if I do this.
Why are you looking at me like that?
This might be okay for like a basic. Once her like tongue and stuff are rigged up properly to move with that. Okay, so that's 0 and 1. But and then we'll add more like wider expressions as we go. But I think we also need to like make sure to rig the let's make sure to put a mesh on that. This can probably just be auto meshed. I made it to like that. Let's not actually do that though, because Okay, good. Because this doesn't have keyframes. Let's manually edit these. It should be 0. And then 1. Because we haven't added 1.2 yet. Okay, das. I'm not sure why my lips suddenly just go completely invisible at mouth open exceeding 1.0. That's kind of weird. Oh, is it just that they don't have keyframes for that? Oh, they don't. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Let's just edit both of them and add a keyform at 1.2. Cool. They should no longer fade out of existence. Great. Okay. So now I want to do undo that. Project a cursor, blur teeth. Let's do like that. Let me go ahead and start clipping stuff. Okay. Okay. Where's her thing? I need to add her thing. Okay. I don't think we need to have that button. But as you wish. There. I probably should have just added standard deformers for everything in here. Let's do that. And then everything here can get these keyforms. So now her inner tooth. Oh, it doesn't have a keyform. Still. mouth form is similar for the upper tooth. This is starting to look kind of cute, even though I haven't really gotten much done yet. Okay. So this is 0, 2. Her upper tooth. It should be in front of the others. But it should be clipped by her head. No? We'll figure that out in a bit, but I think I would like it to be something like this. It'll be a little smaller, maybe a little wider. Kind of like that, yeah. So if we want to do that, yeah, it would be like kind of like this, so that you would just see the spike, and then the clipping would solve that. Okay, cool. I see. It looks really derpy right now because I don't have all of the masking set up and everything done properly, but let's reset. What in here has a 1.0 definer? Defined keyframe. They do. Okay. Let's adjust you to 1.2. And that should unify this entire set. Yes, it does. Good. Okay. I realized that I also like didn't inpaint her face like right behind her mouth because I thought that was always going to be covered. I should probably do that. I saw it being inpainted on some of the tutorials I was watching, but okay. All right. I unfortunately have to stop here for today because Shrine is coming up. And I feel like this is not a good point to, not necessarily like the best part to stop at, but at the same time, like I also in the past have had like really big problems with like going way over time on Shrine. So I'm going to try to actually stick to a schedule today. And I believe Yuya wanted to join for this one. She asked like a week ago.
Sounds good.
All right. All right. I will go ahead and stop streaming for now, just for a little bit. I definitely have my work cut out for me for a Saturday's stream. Looking forward to it. But for now, hopefully you got to relax and unwind a little bit with the art stream. And if you're interested, please stick around for Trine. We will be playing as 3 people. It'll be kind of fun. And we'll have a lot of derpiness going on with that. So stick around if you're interested. Otherwise, I shall see you in the next stream.